All right, well, thank you very much for joining us today, Shaun.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about your website. What is moonandmars.com?
It's moonmars.com. So it's all about space settlement. So the main places that we want to settle in the solar system is the Moon and Mars. These are the two worlds that offer the most potential for us right now. The Moon because it's close, Mars because it has all the elements for life, and we can build an industrial civilization there. So these are the planets that get the most interest by NASA and other space agencies and by the space community in general. There's a lot of Moon and Mars-oriented groups out there. So my idea, having been involved with these groups for about 13 years, was to create a community online where everyone could get together and talk about their ideas for space settlement. So it's a collaboration framework. It's also a social network. It enables people to share their ideas, their papers, their designs, to develop plans. The most important part of the site, in my opinion, is the virtual environment. So we're going to have a virtual environment with a full model of the Moon and Mars that people will be able to explore through their web browser. They'll be able to walk around on the surface of the Moon, walk around on the surface of Mars, and as we develop designs for settlements and for vehicles, we'll put these in the virtual environment. So people will basically be able to practice colonizing these worlds in cyberspace before actually doing it in real space.
So what sort of framework will you guys have to be able to do designs? Like, will you guys only be doing designs for the stuff, or will it be open source? Will it be open to the community? How will that work?
It'll be completely open. That's the intention right now. So we want to engage as many people as possible, whether it be students, scientists, engineers, enthusiasts, people working in the industry. So the designs can be built on and developed as a global community.
Obviously, right now specifically, it's going to be all about Moon and Mars, but in the future, do you have plans of incorporating other ideas like exploring asteroids or Ceres or any of the moons of the gas giants?
Yes, definitely. This is a common question, of course. Moon and Mars is not the only focus for space settlement, space exploration, but they are sort of the most popular, and it gives an immediate focus for the site. But the framework will be there, and we'll certainly support the asteroid people, the people who want to go to Ganymede and places like that, and Mercury, and we want to take it as far as it will go, of course. But it's nice to have a focus as well. Yeah.
So when is all this going to be starting? Is it already live?
It is live. We just launched 2 days ago. It's really in beta right now. I mean, it's only really got some basic social networking features. You can follow people like on Twitter. You can join groups and post things in groups and comment on things. So nothing that you can't find on a social network, except for the advantage that everyone there is interested in space settlement. So you have that sort of community atmosphere of having a shared interest, which is good. But it is in active development. It's improving on a day-by-day and week-by-week basis. So we're going to have new features coming online fairly continuously. We're going to have an events calendar with all the great space events. We're going to have project management. This is one of the most interesting points of difference that we'll have is project management. You don't normally find that in a community site, but people will be able to create projects, maybe like a Google Lunar X Prize project or a CubeSat project, and they'll be able to manage that project through the site, share it with other community members, get them involved, and in that way sort of promote what they're doing.